Hello, wise learners at home, and welcome to a new week. Here is a lesson note for SS1 by teacher Gloria Okpe. Subject: Civic Education. Topic: Cultism. Set objectives. At the end of the lesson, you all should be able to give brief origin of cultism, state reasons for joining cultism. Our instructional aids, we are going to be using our textbooks, pictures showing different cult groups and their symbols. Now, last week I exposed us to the topic cultism, where I told you that cultism is defined as a ritual practice by a group of people whose membership, initiation, and policies and other activities are done secretly. So now we're going to look at the origin of cultism. The origin of cultism was traced back to the Sea Dog confraternity, which is also known as the Pirates. It was founded by Wole Soyinka and 6 others. They were called the Magnificent Seven at the famous University of Ibadan in the year 1952. The peaceful and non-violent confraternity set up then was later metamorphosed in the year 1980s into a secret cult that was characterized by violent activities. Those days, the confraternity was very peaceful and it was set up for a purpose, but these days it is now characterized by violence with all social vices. The confraternity was founded because the university then was filled with wealthy students backed with colonial powers. The university was filled with wealthy students that was backed with colonial powers. So this group, they decided to come up to set the confraternity in order to fight for rights of the people. So they also noticed that the social life was determined based on tribalism. So it was based on all those things that prompted the Magnificent Seven to form the Pirate Confraternity, and their goal was to differentiate themselves from the conventional establishments, and also to support social justice and human rights in Nigeria. The Pirate Confraternity activities were non-violent dispute resolution. The motto of the confraternity was "Against all convention," and their logo was a skull and crossbone. Have you ever seen a picture of a dry skull and a crossbone beneath it under the skull? Okay, that is the logo of the pirates. The confraternity membership was open. It was made open to any promising male student, irrespective of race or tribe. For almost 20 years, the Pirates Confraternity was the only fraternity. Do you know what fraternity is? Fraternity is a group of people sharing common interests. It can also be a group of friendship and with mutual support that will come together to want to support themselves. It was the only fraternity in most Nigerian universities. There were all these ones that is up now with a lot of violence. They were not existing then. By the early 1970s, other fraternity began to spring up as a result of leadership tussle among members. Later, they started fighting for who would be a leader, and so they started splitting to form their own group. As more fraternities began to emerge, their practices began to deviate from the original intention of the first fraternity. Do you know who can remind us of the original intentions? Yes, to fight for what? Social justice and human rights. So now in this 21st century, their intention is no longer the same, as a lot of violence and social vices have been introduced into cultism. Is that clear? Now let's look at reasons for joining cultism. A lot of students today join cults in Nigerian tertiary institutions due to the following reasons. One, the desire for power and sense of belonging. Everybody, especially the male, they want to be powerful in the campus and they want to belong. They want to feel that they belong somewhere. They are powerful. Two, you have oppression from cult groups. There are some circumstances that the cult group will go out to oppress other people that are not their member, so that they will feel that they are the most powerful. So by the time any member of the cult comes to oppress you 1, 2, 3 times, you will feel like, okay, let me go and join them so that I will become a member. You also have pressure from friends who are members, and sometimes you have security for security reasons. Some people want to be secure on campus. They don't want anybody to bully them, so as a result they go ahead to join cultism. You also have parental upbringing as one of the reasons for joining cultism. Is that clear? Is that understood? Okay, with all of that being said, who can briefly explain the origin of cultism? Okay, somebody should state reasons for joining cultism. All right, any question? Okay, before we go, let's take a look at the lesson again. I told you that cultism was founded in 1952 by Wole Soyinka and 6 others in the University of Ibadan, and their aim was to fight for social justice and human rights in Nigeria. I also told you that the name of the first confraternity is the Sea Dog, also known as Pirates. I also went ahead to list reasons for joining cultism, and I told you that one of the reasons is parental upbringing, desire for power and sense of belonging. You have pressure from friends, peer groups, and so on and so forth. Do you understand? Now here is your homework. You are to state 6 consequences of cultism on the individual and the society. State 6 consequences of cultism on the individual and the society. Our next lesson, when we come next, we are going to talk about prevention and control against cultism. Thank you and have a nice time with your book. Have a lovely day.